Good morning, y'all. It's Tuesday, so we have Tuesdays with Terry. I'm not at work this morning. I'm at home. I decided my husband's heater's not working in his truck, so I decided to let him take my car and I would stay home and work on some projects that I'm working on. I'm working on a class for Udemy and I'm working on an ebook, a few other things. So there's plenty of things that I can do here. But I wanted to go ahead and show you some things that I use every day and some things that I'm totally super excited about that are new products that we got in. One thing that I use all the time that's very, very popular right now is the Great Lakes Collagen Hydrolysate. This one, I don't know if there's a price tag on it. Let's see what it says. Can't see what it says. It's not real cheap, but it's there's a lot of servings in there and it's very good for you. It is $40. This collagen, let me see if I can open it for you. This collagen, it's a kind of a thin powder, and I don't have a scoop in there because I just usually pour it in and do sort of a measurement. Sorry about that. Do sort of a measurement by pouring. I pour it into even my thin drinks. I pour it into yogurt and things like that just to increase the collagen protein. And that's, for one, the protein's good for you. For two, that helps to heal the digestive tract, and I've had some issues with my esophagus, but it also helps your nails and hair to grow, and I've recently lost some weight and my skin's all saggy, and I'm hoping that collagen helps with that as well. I'm super duper excited about these. That's what I meant to come on today for to begin with, and then I got carried away thinking about all the other stuff that I love so much that I use on a daily basis. I drink bone broth quite often. I make it in the crock pot. I make it in my Instant Pot. I buy the frozen one that we have at work, sometimes the containers of it. But whenever I saw about a week and a half ago that now has beef and a chicken bone broth in a powder. These are, I just brought them home with me. They're not even opened yet. I was so excited about this because now I can add a scoop just like I do the collagen. I'll add that even to my thin drinks. This is what I'm drinking right now, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But this has some collagen protein added to it to get the protein intake in and to get the collagen in. But I'll be able to do that same thing with the chicken and beef. I make a lot of soups and stir fries and things where I use a little bit of chicken base or beef base in there to give a quick flavor to things like broccoli or cabbage or things like that, and then I sort of cook it down and cook it out. But when you're adding the bone broth, that has the collagen in it, sort of like that does. So that's going to help to heal the gut. It's going to be nourishing for the body. And the chicken is 29 grams of protein, and the beef is 28 grams of protein, and that's per scoop. And just add it into whatever else you're cooking. And the chicken will deepen the flavor of anything. And the beef is very nourishing. If I make chili, I'm going to put some of that in it. If I make spaghetti sauce, I'm going to put some of that in it. And if I make any green beans, I'm going to put some of the chicken bone broth in there. So excited about that. And I looked at the ingredients on that. Let me see if I can get this up for you. And the ingredients in this are natural chicken bone broth concentrate powder. And there's no carbohydrates, no fats, no added sugars, none of the common allergens, no wheat, soy, gluten, or any of that. So for one, it's a fabulous way when you travel to be able to bring some bone broth and things with you. You can put some in a little Ziploc and bring some with you if you just like to sip on that whenever you travel and go places. But for cooking, I'm very excited about that. And I grabbed these as soon as they came in. They didn't even have a price on them yet. And I'm thinking they're $39 or $40, something like that. It don't hold me to that, but I'm guessing that's what the price of that is. I would think it would be worth about $60 because that's a pretty good size container. But that will answer so many problems for the people who are wanting to carry it with them in liquid and carry it with them in frozen. You can bring it with you that way. Another thing that I use on a daily basis, the Sweet Leaf. There's so many brands of stevia out there, and there's Truvia and all the ones that are like the stuff that you can buy at the mass market stores. Those things are adulterated with GMO, erythritol, and they're bleached to make them look beautiful, and that takes what is healthy out of stevia and makes it unhealthy. Sweet Leaf is water extracted. It's like they make a tea out of it and then bottle it up. I use and have used this berry stevia in my tea For years, I use this vanilla. This bottle's looking rough because I tote it around in my purse everywhere I go. It's supposed to be refrigerated. It is cold right now. When I come home, I put it back in the fridge. But I always have a vanilla. And, well, that one was probably in an ice chest is why it's looking like that. Anyway, I carry those two in my purse. So when we go to Lake Charles or we go to Ellick, I can order myself a tea or order myself a coffee and sweeten it the way I like it without adding anything terrible to it and still have it taste good. These are really cool too, and they're coming out with some new flavors. These are the ones that I use the most right now. And this little bitty one, that's the new one, is more concentrated. You get more servings in the smaller container than the big one. But I love the lemon lime, and I love the raspberry lemonade. The strawberry kiwi is pretty good. But that, I have in my morning drink here, I have some of the raspberry lemonade one in there now, mixed with this Barling's Greens. This is my new addiction. Let me get this up here. This is $36, but it is superfruit greens. So every morning, I have this drink every single morning. I'm getting multiple servings of berries, fruits, and vegetables. I love it. I actually use a half a scoop because in here there are more carbs than I usually allow myself. Let's see, it's 5 grams. Oh, well, look at me. I'm doing good. There's 5 grams in a scoop, and I only use a half a scoop. But I'm so addicted that lately I've been having it twice a day. So I thought I was getting 10 carbs, and I'm only getting 5. This is the strawberry kiwi flavor. It's absolutely delicious. I either mix it with, let me bring this over here, with this. This is my favorite morning drink. It's a mixture of these two together, this lemon lemonade and the greens, but this one has caffeine in it, which I don't do a whole lot of caffeine, so that's why in the one that I'm drinking now, I have this mixed with the Barlings to get those greens in there, keep the body alkaline, keep me a little bit healthier, and I'm glad. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the Miracle Rice. Everybody, I think, is familiar now, if they eat low carb or anything like that, with the shirataki noodles. That's glucomannan, which is also known as, I guess shirataki. Is a fake noodle or a fake rice-like product that doesn't have any cognac root. That's the words I was trying to think of. Let's see if we can get this in here to where you can see it. Less than 1 gram of carbs, and that's for half a package. This rice is just, I don't know if you can see it very well. It's just little bitty round, sort of like tapioca looking things. It stinks like fish when you first open it. I run it through a strainer and do it. My husband asks for it. He freaking asks for Miracle Rice. This is $2.99, and the Miracle noodles, I'll put them in last minute in stir fries, and I'll do sometimes a zoodle soup, chicken zoodle soup, which I will use this for now, and add a little of that to it. But this one, I make, like, say if I make a roast or something like that, and I can figure out a way to make a gravy, which I usually do with adding mushrooms, then running it through my blender to sort of thicken it, then adding a small amount of cream, because, like I said, we eat low carb, so we don't eat any grains at all. Then we eat it over this, and I'm telling you, it tastes like you're eating rice and gravy. He right now wants me to see if I can make jambalaya with it, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to get him out of that idea, but he thinks that I should be able to take, I guess, sausage and bell peppers and onions and celery and tomatoes and stir all that up and then chunk this in the last minute. So I bet it's going to be delicious, but that's the latest idea that he has right now. But I love it just under a gravy, and it feels like you're eating rice and gravy. The rice has no flavor to it whatsoever, so you're really just tasting the flavor of the gravy, but you feel like you're getting it. Right now, if I can figure out a way to make a gumbo, if I can figure out a way, because it's cold and I would love some gumbo, if I can figure out a way to make a roux, and if any of y'all know of a way to make a roux that doesn't use any grains, I haven't tried to make gumbo with coconut flour or almond meal or anything like that, but if anybody has and they want to let me know about it, please do, because remember, I can't use just tapioca or rice starch or anything like that, because we eat low carb as well to help maintain our sugar levels, and so that, you know, to ward off diabetes. That's why we eat that way, and it helps with weight loss. And then have yourself a morning drink. Find something that you love. I wake up in the morning ready for my feet to hit the floor so that I can have this drink. It's the most exciting part of my day. And I'm glad y'all joined me today, and I hope if you have any questions about the new products, let me know. And I will be glad to answer them if I know how. And if you want to know how this chicken or beef bone broth tastes, just put the question in here, and in a day or two, whenever I've tried them all, I imagine it's going to be enough cold weather here for the next few days for us to be able to try them both. My husband smoked a pork loin, so we're having that tonight with some coleslaw. So over the next couple of days, we'll probably have a chili and a chicken soup of some sort, and we'll try both of these. If you are interested, we have the most amazing new grill too. Go and check this out. Go to www.stovall, S-T-O-V-A-L-L, millwork, millwork.com, and look on there. And I wrote a blog about this pit and barrel. Oh my gosh, it's the coolest thing ever. I just bought new accessories for it. I'm gonna walk through over here actually and show you all the new stuff that I got in for it. And it is the best cooker we have ever had, and we're so excited about it. And for one, that means my husband's always over there cooking stuff for me. But I bought, this is a sausage hanger, and these are, we're going to try to do something similar to like whenever you get Greek food and they have a big roast or something on there and you cook it and then you just take it off by the slice. They have awesome seasonings, but I'm really excited about this hinged lid. That way, it hangs on this thing. It's called a Spitfire on the Pit Barrel Grill, and we get credit for it if you go to their website through our website. So that's the difference. We'll probably earn some free bags of seasoning or something, but it's so worth it, or I wouldn't be telling you, because I'm not hard up enough for seasonings to try to sell you something that wouldn't be good in order for me to earn seasonings. Anyways, this one's pretty cool because one side opens up to where you can hang your meat down over the Spitfire, and then you can have this side up. And we're excited to try that because I put cabbage or cauliflower and things like that in little pouches, and then he cooks those on there along with the meat cooking. But we have never had prime rib that tasted so good. The pork loins are fabulous. We've done pork roast. Oh my gosh, he did chicken on there the other day. I just split the chicken in half, and it was the best tasting roasted chicken that I've ever had in my life. It was just absolutely wonderful. So stovallmillwork.com, and then click on the Pit and Barrel and check it out. All right, have a good day. Try to stay warm. Go get your, oh, it's snowing. I'm so excited it's snowing. Go try to get, I'm gonna show you that too. What the hey? See if I can walk outside. Probably snowing at your house too, but here it is at my house. I don't know if you can see the snow. We have the water running there to keep that from doing, and there's where our chickens live. There's my dead landscaping. But can you see the snow at all? Oh. It's out there. Believe me, I'm sure it's snowing at your house too, but it just started here because it has been raining all morning. Have a good day. I appreciate all of you. Go get a hot chocolate. Tell the girls at work that you appreciate them for being there, and they'll appreciate you for coming in. Have a great day. Bye.